We all know that when it comes to the zombie apocalypse, choosing a vehicle can certainly be a tough decision. But being able to have the advantage of driving in multiple different terrains and conditions will ultimately lead to your survival. While everyone is stuck in traffic, you'll be driving through some bumpy shortcuts to help you get to your hideout before the zombies get there first. From sports cars modified with some firepower to extreme machines meant to withstand tough conditions, here are the best off-road vehicles for the zombie apocalypse. American Eye is taking a break from slaying zombies to bring you this video. But first, quick shout out goes to Brian Booth for leaving us this comment recently. Make sure you let us know which zombie vehicle you would choose in the comment section and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video. Number 13, the ATV. Once you've already made it to your hideout somewhere in an undisclosed location in the mountains, you're really going to need to switch to an ATV. Not all motorbikes were meant to handle the off-road rocking conditions that you might have to face. The zombie apocalypse will certainly be unpredictable, so it makes sense to have at least one of these all-terrain vehicles in your garage at all times. It might not be street legal in some cities, but who cares about the laws when zombies are trying to eat you? Getting one with 6 wheels will certainly add more stability. Despite it lacking an ability to help transport things, you can start one quickly and won't have to climb up any ladder or close any doors. This might be a crucial amount of time when you need to make a quick escape from attacking zombies. Number 12, the Dune Buggy. Similar to the ATV, the Dune Buggy doesn't offer too much exterior protection except for some bars, which wouldn't make it a great choice for traveling in urban areas. However, the Dune Buggy is still safer than an ATV in case of a tip-over. Dune Buggies might allow you to tackle some steep hills that you wouldn't consider attempting in other vehicles. They can also be flipped back over fairly easily since the body of the car doesn't weigh too much. Dune Buggies excel in sandy or muddy environments, but definitely a great choice if you're in the desert. One of the main setbacks, however, are that they're fairly loud, which might attract attention from zombies or looters. They might not also have a ton of room for supplies. But you can probably feel pretty confident while running over some zombies with one of these. A specific one that you might want to look at that is street legal here is the Aerial Atom that we see in this photo. One of the more suitable off-road dune buggies that are available for purchase is the Aerial Nomad. Number 11, the Land Rover Defender. The Land Rover has been around for quite a long period of time, and due to its simplistic design and reliability, it's been a favorite among off-roaders. If you want to properly defend yourself against zombies, the Land Rover Defender might be a great option. This British-designed vehicle has 4-wheel drive and has been around since the 1980s. Some special editions even offer 8 cylinders, which might eat up a lot of gasoline, but will give you that extra power you might need to plow through some zombies like a hot knife through butter. Many Defenders have actually been used by militaries throughout the world and have been considered as a better option than Humvees. Consider getting some extra lights on it like we see here, keep the tires inflated, and it should be a good option. Number 10, the Marauder. Possibly the biggest, baddest vehicle available for civilian purchase is the armored vehicle known as the Marauder. It laughs in the face of danger as it has the ability to plow through brick walls and survive TNT explosions. Any remains of zombies that dare stand in its path will be reduced to the shape of a pancake. There are no worries about flat tires since it can run on a flat and has room for 2 spare tires just in case. It doesn't have a very high top speed, which certainly isn't that great for a $300,000 car, but it makes up for it greatly with a payload capacity of over 13,000 pounds. It has room for 8 people to roll in your zombie hunting crew, as well as long-range fuel tanks, a speaker, and anti-blast seats. When you have the money and are serious about preparing for the zombie apocalypse, this car will certainly not disappoint. Since it's considered a military-grade vehicle, with the right mechanic and weapons, it could certainly be modified to be even more devastating against zombies. Number 9, the Volkswagen Baja Bug. When you want to go off-roading, you normally think to yourself a Jeep or a Land Rover would be a good option, but why not the Baja Bug? This car mod originated in Southern California during the 1960s and still proves to be a good option. Just being able to get to remote places during the zombie apocalypse is quite important, and these might be a good option to go with. These are built to handle off-road situations in the desert and can handle high speeds and rugged terrain. The Baja Bug normally only has 2 seats, which means that there isn't a ton of room for other survivors, but it mainly depends on which model bug was modified. The VW is built to handle a ton of abuse, and even a head-on collision isn't enough to stop this thing because the motor's in the back. Number 8, Volkswagen Touareg. Another quality choice if you need some more space and a good off-road vehicle, then a route to go with would be the Volkswagen Touareg. No one would dare go off-road with an expensive Porsche Cayenne. Many will compare the two types of vehicles, and some will still take the Touareg over the Porsche. This is because it can simply handle more obstacles that are thrown at it. Some have complained a little bit about the seating, since it doesn't offer more than 5 seats. But do you really need more than that for a price tag under $10,000? Higher mileage versions can sell for as low as $7,500. Number 7. The Suzuki V-strom. Ranking high in the affordability category, the Suzuki V-strom might be all you need to make a proper escape. Only selling for $12,999, it stands apart quite a bit from the BMWs or the Harleys. All you really have to do for this one is switch on some off-road tires, and you got yourself a formidable escape vehicle in the case of emergency. You will, however, have some less horsepower and torque, but it's still been proven as a versatile hog in various scenarios. Newcomers have praised it for its simplicity to drive and a variety of features. This motorcycle is fitted with heated handles and seats and fog lights and various other options. If you have a pickup truck as well, this thing is pretty light to carry around, only weighing a couple hundred pounds in some cases. Number 6. The Mercedes Unimog. Considered to be a monster of off-road vehicles and also known for its absolute off-road supremacy, you'd certainly want this extreme machine in your garage when the zombie apocalypse hits the fan. While it might be a little bit impractical if this was the only car you had, the Mercedes Unimog was designed to handle all kinds of terrain. If you got a zombie hunting crew with you and you want to head out to the wilderness, this might be one of the best ways to go. Some feel as though this is the only car you'll need in your life because it allows you to do so many different jobs despite its large size. It's been used by farmers, special forces, firefighters, and even as a snow plow for an added bonus. Number 5. Jeeps. Jeeps are rugged, reliable vehicles that are built to go off-road. They were designed in the 1940s and specifically made for the military. This makes them arguably the oldest four-wheel drive mass-produced vehicle ever made. So if it worked for the Allies in WW2, it should be somewhat useful in the zombie apocalypse. The modern-day Jeep Wranglers could be one of the better all-around vehicles, with some room for essential supplies, off-road capabilities, and its potential to be transformed into a zombie-killing machine. Tough Jeeps, especially ones that have been modified to fit a .50 caliber machine gun, could be a great option. You better believe those heavy-duty tires won't pop easily either. This could certainly be one of your best affordable options of vehicles on this list. Number 4. The modified Camaro. Keep in mind that a lot of these cars will be able to handle the off-road path. Many of them, though, won't go too fast. You might just want to consider modifying a Chevy Camaro with some off-road tires and maybe lifting it up a little bit to get yourself one pretty cool looking vehicle. But in any case, if you're just looking to drive over some grass and don't think the terrain is going to be too unbearable, then it might pay off in the long run to just modify a sports car like we see here. This person has taken it to a whole new level and has completely remade this thing to survive the apocalypse. While the driver is doing the driving, the passenger can hopefully keep a steady aim while looking down the barrel of a machine gun. Not only that, some missile launchers can also destroy multiple zombies. Number 3. The Ford Ranger Rapture. This is the preferred off-road vehicle that's used by the camo dudes at Area 51, and we think will be a good choice during the zombie apocalypse. It's known to be able to handle bumpier off-road trails that other Ford F-150s can't do. It also utilizes a diesel engine, which is capable of pumping out 210 horsepower and 369 pounds per foot of torque. The bed should be large enough to fit some dirt bikes in case you need to make a quick escape through traffic or a narrow space. It also comes with 4 different modes that can be used, 2 for on-road and 4 for off-roading. There's a mode for grass, gravel, and snow, another mode that's best for mud or sand. Then there's also Baja mode, which is great for going fast off-road. It minimizes traction and stability control while shifting gears. It also should work great for towing your boat, so you can get to your island hideout far away from zombies. Number 2. The Mercedes G63 6x6. If you don't think you can fork out the $2.5 billion for a nuclear submarine, don't worry, you're not alone. You can still hopefully afford to get one of these beasts of German engineering. Mercedes is known for creating elegant cars with high performance, but maybe they're secretly getting ready for the zombie apocalypse as well. Here we see Mercedes G63 6x6, and you can clearly tell that it's built to handle all kinds of terrain. The V8 $500,000 SUV looks like it could be built for the military, but you won't find a better mix between luxury and ruggedness like we see here. It has impeccable handling and is nearly tip-over resistant. It's even been seen climbing the side of mountains. Whatever the situation calls for, it seems as though the Mercedes G63 can handle it. Good luck trying to find gasoline for this thing though. And number 1. Ripsaw luxury tanks. You heard us right. Some of you might be curious why someone would need to buy a tank, but the real question is, why not? Fazza, a Saudi Arabian prince, makes a fine choice in apocalyptic vehicles while choosing to buy a fleet of Ripsaw luxury tanks. Although they were originally designed for the US, these tracked vehicles can make it into the hands of private buyers for a price tag of at least $500,000 each. They can go from 0 to 60 in just 5.5 seconds, which is pretty good for a treaded vehicle. It's unclear exactly which Ripsaws he chose to go with. But reimagine it was the Ripsaw EV2, which is a luxury version that has a max speed of over 60 miles an hour and a 300-mile range. It's primarily faster than most military tanks due to the fact that it lacks the heavy armor. Alright, you guys feel like you're more ready for the zombie apocalypse now? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.